Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back for some more E3 discussion. And in this video, we are going to discuss Horizon Zero Dawn, the new game from Guerrilla Games. And then I promise later in the week, or maybe next week, everything will go back to normal on my channel. But getting right into it, this is a game. I don't know if Sony just kept it under wraps or I wasn't paying attention, but I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know Guerrilla Games was working on anything that wasn't, Killzone. But this was a big surprise for me, and it interested me at first with this intro here where the main character, I assume she's the main character, name's Aloy, I think. Um, she's walking through this cave and looking at these cave paintings and talking about people that came, or those that came before, and it's pretty clear that there was some kind of cataclysmic event that just about destroyed mankind, and now they're kind of like these, knocked the human race back to the Stone Age, and I was intrigued. I'm like, this looks different. So I was watching it, and I wasn't quite sure where they were going with it, but it looked really good visually, and it was intriguing. But it almost kind of reminded me at first of Enslaved, just with the way you got your dilapidated buildings and like kind of Mother Nature's taking the Earth back over and stuff like that. It just visually at first, it kind of that was the what it reminded me of, and that was the first thing that stuck into my head. And one thing that I will give Guerrilla Games is they can make very good-looking environments. I'm not a huge Killzone fan. The games aren't bad, but they didn't I don't they didn't suck me in, and I don't think they're like masterpieces or anything. They have their flaws, but they're playable. But I mean, they look very good. Even the PlayStation 3 games look very good to this day still. So I knew visually this is probably going to be a really cool, appealing game. But then when these little mechanical thingies, whatever these are, show up, that's when I was kind of like, what the fuck's going on here? I mean, I'm down with like this whole like primitive man getting knocked back in the Stone Age and being kind of starting over and having to fight mecha dinosaurs. I mean, that's fucking cool. But she runs down this hill here and she's hiding in the grass, and I mean, obviously, there's gonna be like a sense of kind of like the big uphill battle because you're basically playing the equivalent of primitive man against these machines. Um, so that was kind of cool how she had to hide from the seer. I think is that what she called it, and then she just kind of ran out, and stabbed it, and called it a day. I would be interested to see how that scenario plays out if it catches sight of her. Like what does it like? I guess what I'm saying is what interests me is this if this is a segment of gameplay that's in the final release, how much of it is scripted and how much of it is dynamic? Because if it's dynamic, that would be fucking awesome to have it be slightly different every time you play it. Like if he sees you do those big ass, does Grimlock come and eat you, and uh, does will all these deer looking thing run away? But here comes Grimlock. He's gonna come try to fuck her up, and this is where it really got interesting because obviously you're not going to stand much of a chance against him with your bow, and she runs behind this boulder or this rock outcropping. He blows it up, so you're obviously going to be outmatched by a majority of the enemies you fight. But she slides under and shoots this hinge loose, and then runs out from underneath him and kind of messes with him to get him to basically open himself up so she can chip away at him. And I like that. You're not going to run in there and have this full-on frontal assault and then blowing off that rocket launcher or whatever it is and using it on him. That's cool. And I'm kind of getting the impression there's more than probably one way to take this dude down, and I don't know how many of these you fight in the game. I mean, we don't really, we don't know anything about the game, obviously, because this is big reveal for it, but there options are good, and I really like the way that this fight played out that they showed. You know, with her snaring it up like this and trying to get him down on the ground, and so she can get to that spot that she opened up on his side. And they're not like the glowy bits. Kind of, is it like an organic inside, you know, or is that just like machiny glowy bits? Who knows? But all in all, for this really impressed me and kind of made me sit up and go, huh. So I will be keeping my eye out on this and following the progress of it until it's released, because this is something that has greatly intrigued me, and it's a game I am definitely looking forward to. And God, I hope it's good, because that segment there that they showed looks fucking badass, and I can't wait to give it a shot. And then this motherfucker shows up to wreck shit. But, you know, hopefully, like I said, it's good. Gives me something to look forward to for 2016 on the PlayStation 4, and I think we'll wrap this video up. So like always, I want to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.